Hey there, Juggies, it's your old pal McJuggerNuggets here. Welcome to QnA number 7. I still got wet hair. It fucking sucks, guys. I need to start blow drying this ish. I took to Twitter and I asked you guys to tweet me some questions with hashtag AskJugger, and you did that so amazingly. I think it has a little bit to do with the giveaway, but that's okay. Christian asked, when did you start YouTube? December of 2006. I was, what, 13, 14 years old? So it's almost been 9 years. Lucas asked, how did you come up with your opening and why did you choose it? Hey there, Juggies, it's your old pal McJuggerNuggets here. Why is that a thing? That's actually a good question. I addressed this in one other video. I pretty much came up with Juggies is because that's a popular thing YouTubers did, was come up with a name for their subscriber base. It makes it feel more personalized and you kind of come up with a brand. It separates us from the other herds. It's like we have our own specialized name. We are a clique, we are a group, we are exclusive. As far as the opening goes, why hey there, Juggies, it's your old pal McJuggerNuggets here. Basically, I just wanted to reinforce my name, McJuggerNuggets. I wanted to reinforce your guys' name, and I just wanted something original. It's just nice to have something familiar in the beginning and something familiar at the end. It's almost like a sandwich. It just closes it off, opens it up, and you know what to expect. It makes you feel comfortable. It's like a late night talk show. It's like, hey there, Juggies, your old pal McJuggerNuggets here. I love you, Juggies to death, don't forget to keep it rigid. It's like a nice package and everyone feels awesome. Phil more or less asked, are you and your dad getting along or not? Besides the incident that just happened where I hijacked the backhoe, I'd say we're at our best. Granted, we're not like playing video games together, chilling out and being a great father-son relationship, but I mean, we're not yelling at each other, like we haven't really fought too much. Like, we're at a good place right now, and I don't think it's been like this since like, what, a year and a half ago? Like since I was a senior in college. We're so good to the point where next Q&A, I might be able to have him on video. I shit you guys not, that could be a thing. Maybe you guys can prepare some questions. I can't promise you this, I need to ask him, but I mean, I think we have a good shot at it. Justin asked, do you ever think you'll need to use the moves that Uncle Larry said he was going to teach you? When he first suggested teaching me some defensive tactics, I was like, Uncle Larry, come on now. You know who you're talking to right here. And then I was like, JK, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, let's do that. You can never be too careful, and I think Uncle Larry could show me a thing or two, and yeah, I think it's an important thing to know for your life. You gotta protect yourself. Do you plan on doing any more Omegle meetups in the future? I like this question. We talk about it all the time on the live stream. Yes. Hopefully as soon as maybe this week or next week. I know it's been a while since I've done one, but we gotta do one soon. Everybody's been begging for one, so we should try and set one up. Does it ever get awkward talking to a camera? Yes and no. I'd say definitely first getting started it is a little uncomfortable, but as you go, you sort of develop this knack for it, and it feels like a person. It just becomes natural, although it's totally not natural whatsoever. Hell, this is probably what it's always gonna be like. We're just talking to a camera, we're talking to our significant other through a camera or a computer, or we're talking to a fucking robot. I mean, we're gonna have to get used to this, right? But no, it's usually not awkward. I think the most awkward thing is as you go, yeah, you gotta get comfortable in front of the camera. Once you get comfortable in front of the camera, just stationary, then you're moving around with the camera, you're holding the camera up, and it's a little awkward. You're going around in public. That's probably the next step. It's really hard to be going around in front of other people as you got this camera in front of your face and you're just talking to it. It's like a little bit further past than talking on a Bluetooth headset. You're talking to a camera. But once you get over that, then you're good, and then you just really don't care about what other people think and are just gonna do your thing and vlog. Me personally, I'm extremely comfortable talking in front of you guys and talking to this camera. I love this camera. We have a very deep, profound relationship. Cool Kid asks, why did you stop posting YouTube Right. Wakeful Dave asked the #1 question of everything, what is the meaning of life? Personally, I think it's video games. But no, if we're being honest, I think video games actually does apply to this answer. I mean, what's the point of a video game? Most video games. It is to survive, it is to stay alive. Pretty much don't die and progress through whatever game it is. Advance, progress. Obviously, depending on the game, depending on the person, it depends on what that level of progression is. Maybe it's getting this job, or maybe it's getting this dream girl, or maybe it's getting this dream house, or maybe it's accomplishing this goal. So our game depends on each individual person and what they want out of their own life, so technically it's up to you guys. However, you can always apply that naturalistic ideal, or just the video game aspect is to stay alive. That is what our purpose or meaning of our life is, to survive, to pretty much further the species, have some babies and raise them and continue the species. That's about it. So the bare bones meaning of life, you gotta stay alive, make those babies. As far as what modern society has dictated, we can make whatever we want our meeting, and that's cool. Are you gonna do any more giveaways? If so, what? Well, gee, after the success of this giveaway, and it's still going on, we still have one more day. Tomorrow night I'm announcing the winner, so go ham, guys. After this, yeah, I'd love to do more giveaways. It's just a matter of getting the finances. Maybe we can get some sponsorships and people can give me free products to give to you guys. That would be awesome, but probably not gonna happen. But if so, what? I feel like to give some more shirts out would be cool. And then beyond that, I'd love to give out more PS4s and Xbox Ones. Apparently that's what people want. A lot of people don't have next generation consoles, so this is what we should keep doing. Why you no cut hair? It looks so much better short. I always said because of the seasons, and I do think it looks good short, but I also think it looks good long. I kind of go through phases. Sometimes I like short, sometimes I like long. We're just gonna see how long I can get it, and to the point where I want to like really chop it off. But thanks for the compliment. What's the best part about being a YouTuber? Ugh, there are so many great aspects, and I'm not trying to like brag or anything. Like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber and I get all these perks, but there's also a lot of downsides too, don't get me wrong, and a lot of people don't talk about this. Best part about it, in my eyes, it's like I'm able to pursue what I want to do from my house. I'm able to sleep as late as I want, basically set my own schedule. I like to be my own boss. I like being able to make my own schedule. I like being able to have like a fan base, which sounds ridiculous. I like being able to talk to all you guys. I feel like I'm surrounded by like a bunch of friends, like more friends than I've ever known in my whole entire life. But there also comes with it a lot of pressure and responsibility, and like it's like you are your own boss, so like the level of success you achieve is purely based on the amount of work you put in, and it could drive you insane. But I wouldn't change it for the world. When did you become friends with Corn? And he even used the little corn emoji. We use that for a penis. Corn I've pretty much known for as long as I've had a YouTube channel, so like around 8 to 10 years. We went to middle school together the last 2 years. We went to high school. We went to college together. We graduated all those together. And we've been gaming together for so long. So we've been long-time best buds through school and just Xbox Live. How long did it take you to get a 100K gamer score? Oh, you guys don't know Jesse. There's a reason I would only do like a video once a month, dude. I was obsessed with gaming. I mean, I still am, but like, you gotta imagine 100,000 gamer points or gamer score. I don't know why I call them gamer points. Jeez, it's been a while. I played so much. I was averaging like 10 hours a day. Took many years to get that number of points, and that was just, I could have put in so much more too. Like there was times where I just played a game for fun. If I was going just for, oh man. Stop, you're getting me addicted again. Can you give me a PS4 and will you? It could be you, man. Could be. Could be somebody else. Could be you. When will you do a Draw My Life? I know this is a very popular video idea, and I know I would make a great Draw My Life, but the reason I've been putting it off is because it's gonna be so big. There's a lot of stories I need to share. Like I already told you the asphalt story, I told you the story of Fred, and these are two things that really shaped my life. There's a lot of other stories that I need to tell individually, so that when I eventually do Draw My Life, I won't need to go into much detail. You guys will already know these because it's just a lot to capture. I'm feeling that could be a celebration for when we hit 5 million subscribers. I know you're like, wow, that's a really high milestone, but I know we can get there. If you buy an apartment, will you live in your area or somewhere like Philly? I'd still technically consider Philly our area. It's only like 40 minutes away. We don't really have much apartments in East Bumblefuck, unless you want to live underground or like in a hut or something. But I'm still not sure when or where I'm moving. It's a tentative January. I mean, it could be sooner than that, it could be later than that. Really all depends on some financial factors and just when it feels right. That, and I just need to determine where I want to live, because that's a really hard decision, and it's just a lot of like freedom. It's like where if you could live anywhere, I mean, granted money, but where would you live? It's tough. I've gotten used to the rural East Bumblefuckness, but I do want to live in a city because there could be like actual like film TV jobs out there. I don't know, it's really tough. I actually had a whole Q&A dedicated to this topic. Do you ever think about drinking? I think about it a decent amount. I mean, a lot of TV shows and stuff I watch, it's drinking related, or like friends going out, you know, it's drinking related, or parents or family members like Uncle Larry's always drinking. It's really all around us, and it's become commonplace, so I do think about it, yes. I'm 22 and I haven't had a drink in a year and a half. I'm gonna be turning 23, and you'd think once you turn 21 that's like when you do it, but like after my brain injury, just haven't really thought about it. Once you go like 2 to 3 weeks without something, it kind of just drifts away in your mind, like especially like cravings or like food or something. you want to change that habit. Like 3 weeks is, like, I don't really want it that much. But to be honest, I actually had set that VidCon would be when I could start drinking again if I wanted it to. VidCon passed and I had mono, so I was like, shit, well, I can't drink now. Now that my kind of milestone was gone, I don't know what to do. Maybe for my birthday or maybe like next summer. I don't know. I don't really care that much. I'd hardly go out anyway, and that's really the only time I would drink. That and if I was single, but I'm not, so meh. Well, that wraps it up for Q&A number 7. Thank you guys for all your questions, and congrats to those who got featured over Twitter. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram, do so in the description below, because that's how you can really get in touch with me, and especially if we do a Q&A, you can get your name featured in your question, and I think that's really awesome. Also, we got the giveaway happening tomorrow night. Technically, that's when I'll get in touch with the winners, so be ready. Be on your social media accounts. I'll be coming at you. One on YouTube, one on Instagram, one on Twitter. And then on Tuesday, I'll be packaging these 3 consoles and then shipping them out. So depending on where our winners live, and it could be anywhere, you could get it, especially if it's in the US, within the week. Alright, J's, don't forget to subscribe for more content. I might do a impromptu live stream tonight. I'll be updating you guys on Twitter. Make sure you follow in the description below. Also, only 2 days left for the McJuggerNuggets t-shirt. That's the one with me, my dad, Jeffrey, in a little freaking McNugget box, and that's 2 days left. So I'll put that in the description below. Make sure you order those. That could be the last time you could ever buy this shirt. Alright, J's, I love y'all to death, and don't forget, keep it rigid.